What's up? I'm gonna do an analysis of this because it's good for me. I can learn a lot, and yeah, I can give some insight onto what goes on behind the scenes in my mind. So yeah, let's get right into it. After I decide to create a world. So this PB, yeah, it was been a long time coming. I think I'm pretty happy with the time. Shaved a good 3 minutes off. So I spawn in.
Because he just stood under a goal,
Look
so I
around.
didn't bother flip.
Let me mute. Well, I'm gonna mute the audio. Yeah, I spawn in, look around. I was checking for iron in that cave. I didn't see any, so I just run straight to this village here. It's a weird village. You can see like a house on top of the hill. It's not in a great spot, but I do something called a pickaxe skip here, and I haven't seen that much of it until recently. And I started implementing it to my runs, and you can see what I do exactly. So I craft a wooden pickaxe, but I never craft a stone pickaxe. And I'm getting tools here, so I'm going to skip forward a little bit. But yeah, I finished crafting my stone tools. I don't have a stone pickaxe. And I grab my hay right here. So usually these this pickaxe skip is done by trading wheat to a farmer for emeralds, and you buy a bucket from a fisherman, which you need a lot of wheat for. And since I saw that wheat right off the bat, I knew I could do a pickaxe skip. This chicken got in my way. So yeah, I'm just grabbing more wheat because I still need food for myself, and you can see this being crucial later on. I see a lava pool over there. I actually saw that really quickly. Like even in the replay, I didn't even see where it was, but I did see it, and I'll be going back there later. I was really surprised to see that lava there. Not usually lava in plains. They're a lot less frequent. So yeah, I have a good house here. Plenty of beds. I'm very comfortable with 7, so I decide to just, alright, let's get my iron pickaxe and go. So what I like to do is I like to craft the workstations and then kill the golem. So while I'm killing the golem, the villagers will get their jobs. Because sometimes villagers will run like 3 miles before they actually get to the workstations. So you can see them walking in the background as I'm killing the golem there, going to the workstations. And I'll let you guys see the trading that goes on, even though I already explained it. Maybe some of you want to see it for yourself. So I only need 2 emeralds because the bucket costs 3, and I found an emerald earlier in a chest, so I get to save some food. I refresh this guy's trades by destroying and putting back down the workstation. So I got that bucket, 28 bread, and I had a little bit of a hiccup there. I started running the wrong way, but we're pretty normal. Oh yeah, we find gravel, get flint on the first one, and then we just enter the nether here. And yeah, this is where we spawned. We spawned in a bastion. Go and watch the original run for my reaction, but needless to say, I was pretty surprised. So this is a bridges bastion. I'm pretty comfortable with bridges, but I did panic a little bit because I didn't have. Oh, sorry, let me move my mouse. I had panic a little bit because I didn't have gold armor on, so the piglins immediately wanted to attack me. Because if I have gold armor, they don't attack me, and I have time to kind of set up. But in this instance, yeah, I didn't have that luxury. I mean, yeah, this spawn is still amazing. I'm not complaining about this spawn at all. This spawn is incredible. So I still don't have gold armor, and you're gonna see me get hit, and I'm gonna be like, bro, why? And then I remember. Right now I'm getting blocks, and you'll see why. Yeah, see, so this guy attacks me, I'm like, oh, right, no gold armor. Yeah, so things get a little sketchier. I got hit again. I'm at 3 arts, but no big deal. The hoglin behind me, I don't even see it. And it also doesn't attack me, I guess. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, so I set up this little trading platform, and so I build up here. I add a little. You can see why I'm doing this here in a second. So I don't have many blocks, so I basically have to build a bridge connecting these two areas. And breaking this gold block triggers the aggro of piglins. You can see that one in the background running towards the bridge because it's pissed at me. Then it sees the gold. And then I can lower them down to the other piglins, and I get to trade much faster. So I threw down the rest of my gold. I panic hit that guy off because he attacked me, and I was like, oh god. But that's gonna bite me here in a bit because now those piglins are mad at me because I punched their homie. So they all come running at me right here. I actually thought I was gonna die, and but I didn't. I luckily had the gold in my hotbar, and I was able to get them trading before they killed me. So yeah, I always recommend having gold in your hotbar for these, because you never know when stuff like that happens. Because yeah, your run could end at any time if you don't have gold in your hotbar. Yeah, this is a bit strange. This Hoglin is after me. I should have mined the block right there, but I didn't. I thought it was a 2x2 square, and then I see it that mining that would make him fall. I was like, oh, okay. Nice. So these piglins luckily are not aggroed on me. So I noticed that there are 5 piglins here. I only had 4 gold, so I knew the other guy was going to aggro on me. So I threw that gold as fast as I could so I didn't get hit. Brain turns off for a second here. Then I'm like, oh wait, no, I know what I need to do. I've played this entire Bastion with pretty low health, to be honest, but ended up working out. This Bastion is pretty slow. I normally get around 3 minutes, and I should be out of this Bastion at around that time, but the gold armor thing, the punching the piglin thing, some mistakes led to the time being a little slower than I would have liked. But 4 minutes is when I leave, roughly. You can see I get 10 obsidian. That is exactly what I'm looking for, because I can make another portal. And another brain fart. I'm like, oh, I have to wait for string. As I'm organizing beds in my inventory, I'm like, oh wait, I don't need bed. Okay, so what I did right there, I checked my coordinates, because this is a little bit complicated, so I'll try to explain it as fast as possible while I'm looking for the nether fortress. So there are 4 different quadrants that structures generate in. And this just helps me see that, by the way. Like, I spotted that fortress right there because I increased my render distance. But back to the nether region thing. Sorry. So there are 4 different quadrants. I knew that Bastion generated in the positive quadrant, so I believe it was -X, because I knew a structure could generate. If I ran further into positive, I would not. There's a 0% chance I find another fortress for at least 400 or so blocks. So I go this way, and worked out for me. As you can see, I find this fortress very quickly. So this nether is an incredible pace. So I'm just trying to get up. I see this tree. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go up here. Take a little bit of damage. I'm fine. I played pretty much this entire run at like under half health. But yeah, I go into F5 mode here to see if there's any wither skeletons or not. Now I forget who mentioned this, but I think it was Koroway in his rerun of his world record seed. I believe Koroway mentioned that he ender pearled around to kill blazes to decrease the time he spent in a fortress. So I decided to try and do that here. But you can see I'm running low on food. This is a big thing that'll stop by later, or that you'll notice later. It gets very sketchy, to say the least. So yeah, I'm running around, refreshing my fire resistance, killing blazes. Nothing really special going on here, so I'm just going to skip. I kill wither skeletons, kill blazes. Eventually I kill all the stray spawned blazes, so I go to this portal. Yeah, my axe breaks at 6 rods, and I really wanted 7 because I didn't want to risk an eye breaking. And I'm very glad I got this 7th blaze rod because the portal was a 0 eye. So if I leave now, which some runners might have left now, the run would have died because one of my eyes had broke. So yeah, I kill his last blaze, and then well, this is some good information here. I'll actually let this play out. Refresh my fire res. Yeah, that's my last blaze rod. Don't know why I killed the spawner. There's not really a reason to. But I'm running to positive Z because I'm a little too far out for my liking. So 1 block in Nether is 8 in the overworld. So if I build a portal at negative 250 where I was, I'll spawn way too far away from a potential stronghold. So I go to the edge. And, you know, hindsight 2020, I should have built this further out, so a larger negative Z. Like, maybe I should have built it over by that nether wart block back there. But at the time, this is a pretty fine place to build a portal, I think. So I throw my first eye. Didn't go towards the ocean, I was pretty bummed about that. And so in my real run, I see my negative Z, see how that's increasing? Well, I guess technically decreasing, but you can see at 1400 is going towards 1500. I think this is good because I'm like, okay, the blind travel is guaranteed to be better than like 800 blocks or so, because the stronghold will only spawn like from like negative 2200 or forward if this is a first string stronghold, and I think it is. So I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. So I'm throwing extra eyes here because the stronghold could be under me at any point. I didn't really curve much though, so I still think it's far away. And let's just say it was much, much further than I thought. So I'm still running. Still running. At a little bit low health. Still running. Nothing important going on here. I run to this lake. I have no wood, so I wanted to craft a boat. I'm juking out the zombie. No sweat, you know. Born gamer. But I do something stupid. I put my crafting table in the bottom of the lake. So I know that breaking that is going to take way too long. Because it's underwater, don't have an axe. So I boat across this. I don't see any ocean exposed stronghold. So I throw another eye just to be sure. It curved a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm close to this stronghold. I was pretty sure I was close. And I'm a lot closer than I was. So my notice and curve was like correct. The stronghold at this point is within a few, like 100 blocks or so. But yeah, so far most of this run has been spent traveling in the overworld, which unfortunately could have been cut out if I just decided to blind travel. But okay, this log, oh, it falls into the water. I did not see that. See, I thought my game broke. I just got the second log for a crafting table. I threw another eye because I thought it was close. It wasn't as close as I thought it was, but it's still pretty close. And then on my next eye, you'll see that I get the confirmation I need that the stronghold is pretty much right next to me. I believe right here I throw it and it just shoots off to the right. Oh, and my water glitched, so I took damage. You can see my last food, I've been emphasizing a lot, I have 8 apples left. Yep, there's that curve. I'm like, okay, stronghold's right here. I start my triangulation method, where I just put blocks in a line on the angle. Yeah, see, the big thing about this run, I have 8 apples. And, yeah, we'll just keep watching. So, yep, the eye goes there. I turn on chunk borders. Eye breaks. It's whatever. I have extra blaze powder. And then see, this is a chunk where my netherrack lines up, or sorry, nether brick, and I'm like, okay, this is the stronghold chunk. And I look for 4-5. I was a little slow, but if you see on the left, I went to 4-5 in the chunk, which is where the starter staircase generates. And I'm at 5-5, but anything in between, like 6-6 to like 4-4 in the chunk, you'll find the starter staircase. The region's probably bigger than that, but yeah, I already found it. It was a very high up stronghold. I dig in. This isn't a secret room, and I knew that, but I was just like, huh, interesting. So I grabbed these extra apples, and because I knew I needed them. I decided to go back to the starter staircase after looking around because I didn't want to get lost, and strongholds are generally... Oh, I don't want to say anything wrong here, so don't quote me on this, but I believe it's with, like, the chance is greatest within 10 rooms or so. For more detailed information, you watch K4's video on it. So I'm looking around, I see this library. I should decide to turn around here. No, okay, I actually do a little bit more exploring. I probably should have turned around earlier, because I'm very far into the stronghold. That's when I realized, I'm like, okay, yeah, I should have turned around much earlier. So, yep, heading back to the starter staircase. This got a little scary. I see that creeper coming for me, and baby zombies got me in the corner, but I'm like, nope. But yeah, just running back to the starter staircase. There it is. This is the starting room. I'm like, alright, let's try this way, and this is where I mined in at. This, I should not have fought the skeleton. I should not. I'm rewatching this. I now look at my food. I have 1 apple left, and I still have to kill the dragon. Yeah, there's a library, so I know Stronghold's not there. And then here it is. Here's the portal room. No more food. And yeah, I still have so many ender pearls. So people might be asking me, like, why weren't you ender pearling around in the overworld? And that was simply because I knew I didn't have the food to take that much damage. So yeah, here's the ender dragon fight. I don't have any obsidian to do the SSG 1 cycle, so I just use the classic slabs. I see the dragon left, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run to the right, because I know this is north-south, and it gives me the fastest potential perch, you know. So at this point, I don't think I have apples. I completely forgot about my apples. So you can see I'm at 4 hearts, and you can see I take a half heart for every bed. And if I step in fire, I die. So I nailed this 1 cycle with 6 beds. I'm at 1 heart with no regen. So definitely got a little bit scary. If I messed up that 1 cycle, I could have easily fell into fire. But yeah, that food amount was a little bit sketchy, I will say. I had 3 apples left that I just completely forgot about, to be fair. But yeah, that was that was a sketch, but fun run. I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my little rundown of everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.